Customer.
Oh. Going up. Which way do you usually come from?
Oh. Oh.
You just spoiled rotten.
You still talking to Kitty
You're just
Cat?
rotten. Yeah. You're just rotten. Spoiled rotten, Yoda. Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do with you, mother, huh?
Guess I
Yoda's
could
like,
go.
yes, peasant.
Right.
You
I
what
guess
now?
I could go crank the time up again for another few minutes so we get there quicker.
No,
But I
they'll
have.
get here when they get here.
All right. There'll be plenty of zombies. It's okay. Be calm. Hey, Don. What's going on? We're getting ready for the zombie horde attack here on the 7th day, cranked all the way to high. And I'm not going to fire a shot. I want to see if they can even get to the top of my walls. I don't think they will. I don't think they'll make it past the second step.
Hell, I was about to go down. I fell off the side. I was like, oh shit, I was about to be the first victim down there. Meow. Yoda's like, I heard y'all say bacon a while ago.
Did somebody say bacon? We got a little bit of a wait here till 2200 hours, but everything's ready. I mean, I'll run out here and show you the outside while we're waiting. What we call multiple lines of defense against zombie horde over here. So this is the culmination of all of our hours of play and our final defense mechanism. And I do kind of agree with Boozer. It does kind of look like something you would see in Germany. I mean, it's just crazy. But so basically, how? Oh,
Basically,
okay.
this is a zombie concentration camp.
Oh, jeez. So basically, how this thing works is what the physics of. No, I agree. The physics of zombies are such that they have to jump if they come up to a block. So basically, these zombies hit this outside wall because they're running toward the center where the heat map's at, and they hit this first row. What happens is these spikes tear their legs off, which means they can't jump to get higher. And so then they attack the wall that's in front of them, and then behind that is dirt, and they don't really do well digging through dirt. They try, but they don't do very well at it. And so, in order for them to get over this wall, you're going to have to get enough zombies to take the spikes out, for the next level of zombies to jump up to take those spikes out, for the next wave of zombies to jump up to take the next spikes out, until they make it to the very top. And so this basically is a blender for zombies right here, going up the wall. And then should they make it through that, they have to deal with the interior. And the interior is about a 9-block drop to a ledge, followed by about a 4 or 5 block drop to spikes. And then they have to jump to this inside wall, which gives us time to shoot either from the platform or from inside the pillars, then through some more spikes until they finally hit the concrete pillared wall, in which I can hit them through the pillared wall, and they have a hard time hitting me. So my experiment today is to find out if they can even make it to the inside. My theory is that they're not going to make it over the second step. I might maybe make it to the third. I'd be shocked if they made it to the fourth.
Oh, Don, you know what they announced yesterday for Skyrim?
Oh, Skyrim VR. Yep, it's awesome.
Damn it, I wanted her to guess.
Well, she wouldn't guess that. Anyway, and so, yeah, so I don't think they're going to make it to the fourth step. I'll be shocked if they do. But this is night 35, so it's one of the 7 days, and I've cranked the zombie horde all the way up to max spawn. So
where do they usually come from, Jerry? When they attack?
They've come from both sides. They haven't come from the front yet, but they've come from both sides. And so this
which side is the front?
The front is the opposite side of the rail. They haven't come from the opposite side of the rail. And part of the reason why we're experimenting with this is because they're getting ready to come out with an expansion. And this design is good. We're going to start a new world when the expansion hits. And I want to see if this design will hold up. So we're going to batten down the hatches here. Still got about an hour and 20 minutes till it starts. And the reason why we do this right here is because obviously they can't open that port to get in. But they're attracted to doors. And I put 4 doors. This is the kill pit right here. So I can hit them between these columns, but they can't hit me. Anyway, I put an even amount of doors on the second floor, so there's 1 door on each 4 facing walls, and it's the only doors really on the map except for a couple others, and so they will be attracted to these doors as well as the heat of the furnaces in here and stuff like that. So they will definitely come here, and so it's kind of I'm baiting them into my traps on the 7th night. And if they come from the front, they're just kind of screwed. I mean, they're going to die before they ever make it through all those spikes. I'm hoping they come in from the sides. Because I want to see if they can survive the...
You got any clothes, sir?
That's a good point. We might have to make a fire real quick. It's a plan, man. I'm hoping it works. I really don't think they'll make it past that 3rd step. I would be shocked if they did. And maybe they will, and if they do, we'll have to figure out...
Oh, here they come.
No, not yet. We still got an hour. That's just a roamer.
Yeah.
She died.
Which wall did she hit?
The one where the vault, the rabbit hole is that door, that side.
I found a sweatshirt. Guess I can I'll just make a fire up there. That'll warm us up.
Put it up top.
Yeah. We're gonna make a little campfire up here so we stay warm when we're watching the zombie meat grinder. Actually, having fires up here look kind of cool from the ground. And my plan is to not shoot them unless they make it to the pillar wall. And there ain't no way it's going to happen. I mean, for them to make it to the pillar wall. But generally, I'd be shooting them as they come in with either sniper rifles or bows and arrows, just to take a few out. But I want them to bring their full force against my wall. I kind of want to see them make it to the top and drop off. Wouldn't that be impressive, seeing zombies falling off that wall?
A horde of zombies just pour over that fucking wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the next one we build would be kind of cool to going down and the meat grinder underneath it. You know? And then maybe have rows of stuff going off in the distance.
Like how the dog's going off in the distance for a bruiser?
Yeah. Somebody set the dog off.
It's my damn luck. Hold on a second, we're right back.
Alright, you're fine.
Take your time, bruiser. We ain't going nowhere. Well,
I see
you might
Rulers
be.
is playing with wolf treats again.
Give him their wolf treats.
I bet he's got a ton. Let me see how many he's got. Oh yeah, he's got 326 of them. Holy crapola. He's got twice as many as I do. And more minutes watched than I do, which makes no sense whatsoever. Here, we need to see if the lotto's working today. I doubt it is, but I'm just curious. I updated, and after I updated, it's just not working right. I kind of figured you'd do that. Can you get the lotto to work? Or I'm just doing the giveaway. I can get it to work right. Yeah, Don, that's fine. Let me see. Got about 20 minutes left here till we test out these fortifications. And this will be rebuilt when the expansion comes out for 7 days. We're expecting it either Thursday or next Tuesday.
Of course you did, boss.
What are they selling? Bus tokens? You call them bus tokens? You should call them bus tokens. Because you bet everything. You're like, I'm going all in, baby. We got about 8 minutes. Where are Boozer's at? Got about 5 minutes. We test out the grinder here. As I said, I'm not firing a single shot. I'm just we're just going to see how the wall works. As I said, I don't think they're going to make it up. I don't think they're going to make it up the third tier. I'll be very interested to see if they do. go. Where they're coming from. I hear them. Oh, they're coming in from the front. Yeah, this is not going to be a good test.
Alright. Got action?
We do. Oh, no, they're coming in from. I can't tell which side they're coming in from. Yes, I think they're coming in.
Oh, they're coming up over here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here they come. As I said, I'm not firing a single shot. I just want to see what they do to my wall. I heard something break down there.
That's breaking spikes.
Yeah. And so with the new expansion that's coming out, they're adding gore blocks in. So excited about that. And 50 new items, chemistry stations, drawbridges, all kinds of cool stuff.
What's the gore blocks? That's what I...
Well, you know, like when these things die, they set for a while, then they turn into like the meaty gore thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, they turn into that faster, but they're lootable until they disappear. Because, you know, right now, you know, we go down there in the morning, there's going to be gore blocks all over the ground, but they're not going to be lootable. You can't loot gore blocks right now, but you will be able to after the expansion. Well, they're definitely hitting the wall. I can hear them beating on the metal down there. Yeah, the raffle's still not working. Oh well, it's okay. Takes everything in my ability not to shoot them. I haven't seen one get very high yet, have you? Have you seen anybody get... Yeah, it's broken. I think it's start arena or arena start. But you pretty much have to have somebody to play with.
Nope.
Need some lights over there.
Yeah, I know. Well, I kind of like the stadium lighting idea that I put up over there. I was going to put that all around. I can't believe they're adding drawbridges. I can't believe that this design is stopping them so well. I mean, my gosh. It's basically some metal bricks and spikes. And they're just kind of putting the kibosh on them.
I was expecting more zombies.
There was a good one on the first rush. Oh, and they're adding new plants in, and chemistry stations, and fertilizer, and yeah, it's gonna be great. And it means I get to restart again, and restarting and building is my favorite thing about this game.
It's like prison sim.
A little bit, yeah. I'll probably end up playing that tonight, it's my plan. Working on that prison.
Yay.
You can hear them down there beating on shit.
Oh. They can't climb when they're crawling, can they?
Nope. That's what makes it so awesome. And those spikes tear their legs off. So
Yeah.
literally, the first one that jumps up there falls down, and he has to clear the spikes for the next ones to jump up, and they have to go to the same place where he's at to get up in the exact same jumps. And I have never seen this wall like this anywhere. I just kind of was sitting around looking and watching him do stuff, and I'm thinking, I wonder if this would work. I mean, honestly, this build would, I mean, just 2 or 3 high would make a sufficient wall for a starting base. And it'd be easy to make. You got to type exclamation point left, exclamation point down, exclamation point stab. So you're all competing against each other with the arena. So whenever it says stab, you do exclamation point stab, and then whoever gets the most correctly wins. I think it's exclamation point around or turn. I have to look it up. Exclamation point stab. There you go. Ah.
Who's he stabbing now?
Oh, they're playing arena. Hello. What's up, Izza?
It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. Hey, there we go, Wolf. See, I learned a long time ago not to say things. No. I learned that from Zero. I don't walk into traps anymore.
Say it, Ches. I dare
No.
you.
No. What was the one you're trying to get me to say the other day?
Do you like fish sticks?
You like fish sticks. Because it's kind of the concept of not playing another person's game. It always ends badly. When I was really young, I don't know, you all are probably way too young for this, but there used to be a guy named Harry Anderson. He played the judge on Night Court. And my family owned a pool hall in Bartlesville. And I actually got to meet Harry Anderson one time. And found out a lot about him. He was a professional gambler for the first part of his life. Won his job in Night Court in a poker game with the producer, actually. Yeah, Night Court was one of the best. They said I like fish sticks. Well, anyway, and one of the things Harry always told me, he said, if a man walks up to you on the street and produces an unopened deck of cards and says that the jack of diamonds is going to jump out of the pack and spit cider in your ear, don't bet him. You're just going to end up a little bit more poor with an ear full of cider. He wrote a book that I read, and in that book he said he only lost one bet in his entire life. It was as a really young man. This old guy was sitting out in front of this flea market, and he walked up. And the old man said, "Hey son," he said, "I'll bet you $1 that I can lick my left eye." And Harry said, okay. He said, I really want to see this. So he said, all right, I'll bet you $1. And so the guy reached up and pulled out his left eye and licked it and popped it back in his head. And he said, well, damn. So he gave him the $1 and he's walking off. He said, hey, son, I'll make another bet with you that I can bite my right eye. And he's like, I knew that fool didn't have 2 fake eyes, and so I bet him. He reached up and pulled his teeth out and bit his right eye. He said, I lost $2. Never play another man's game. I did like Night Court. I enjoyed it. Matter of fact, sometimes, when it's real late at night and we're all being stupid, I'll occasionally sing the theme song to a Night Court in WKRP in Cincinnati. Greatest scenes in history was the turkey scene in WKRP. They're releasing something out of the airplane. It appears to be, yes, I think it's turkeys. They're dropping turkeys. Oh my God, they're humanity. They're crashing into windshields. People are running. How are we supposed to know the turkeys couldn't fly? Les Nessman in the news. What was the DJ's name? Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Man, I can't either. I can't remember off the top of my head. Then there's let's see, what else did I watch? So we had WKRP, we had Cheers, we had Night Court, we had Small Wonder. Anybody remember Small Wonder?
Oh.
The little girl that was a robot? Or Alf. Remember Alf?
Yeah.
The alien that ate cats? Frasier. Well, that's a newer one, but Frasier's good. Frasier came after Cheers. But yeah, it was really good. Actually, there was a couple spin-offs from Cheers. Frasier was one. I can't remember what the other one was. Yeah, Small Wonder was great. It was a great show. So this is the irony, right? It's night 35 of the zombie horde invasion. These are turned up to max, and I haven't even seen one past it hitting my wall. I don't know what's going on down there. We'll find out in morning, but I think this wall is officially the greatest creation since sliced bread. I think this is, I can probably present to you the best 7-day base design ever produced. Third rock from the sun. Is that the one where the aliens landed?
Yeah.
Here, I'll give, while we're here, I'll give you all a tour of this base from the inside. So basically, we've got a stepped up quarter pyramid all the way around the base, all with spikes, metal and concrete on the bottom. Under the theory that they hit the wall, they hit the spikes, it tears the legs out from underneath them so they can't climb. And so they beat the crap out of the exterior wall. If they make it in, they have trouble digging through dirt that's at an angle. And so it pretty much stops them. And then the next zombie has got to run up to where that one's at and then jump one higher, takes his legs out, and repeats the process. So the waves have to be big enough to make it all the way to the top of the spiked wall, basically one zombie dying for the next zombie. If they do make it to the top, which I highly doubt I'll ever see them make it past the third or fourth, no matter what night we're on, then they've got about a 6 or 8 block fall from the top to a dead drop stop, and then another fall to spikes, and then of course then they're under fire from the catwalk here the whole time while they're trying to jump over that next ledge. If they make it over that next ledge, then we go down here, and this is the kill pit. I can hit them through these spikes or shoot them through these spikes, and it makes them very hard for them to hit me, and while they're dancing the whole time on spikes. So we called this the meat grinder on our other games, Slaughterhouse. This is one of the upgraded slaughterhouses. You can see the red moon in the air up there for the 7th night moon. And so we're just testing, not shooting one I see. I'm just letting them hit the wall. And we'll see what kind of damage they can do before morning. Oh, we're doing bank heist? Okay, hold on. Gotta lean up here. Wolfman Jack. Is that hit? Doctor said Wolfman Jack. Or Don said. Doctor said Wolfman Jack. I think that sounds right.
Yep.
Yeah. Good old shows. I also like the British comedies. Are You Being Served? Keeping Up Appearances. Picker of Dibley. Do what?
Monty Python.
Monty Python, Search for the Holy Grail. Well, all the Monty Pythons.
Never.
Every sperm is sacred. Every sperm is good. Mr. Bean. Hello, I'm Mr. Bean. Yeah, I love the British comedies.
Going for broke.
Of course you're going for broke. You always go for broke. That's why you're broke. Yep, I've seen every episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway. I love Colin Mockery. One of the best impromptu comics I've ever seen.
Him and Ryan Stiles together.
Styles. Yeah, they played off each other very well.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of stand-up comedy. I did stand-up comedy for, I mean, not very long, but I did some stand-up comedy. It's not easy. It's funny, though, but it's not easy. It was more therapy for me than it was comedy. Yeah, Sex Bus, I don't know if that would have been great. That'd been funny, though. Although with your name being bisexual, you could have done Sex Bot. That'd been even worse. Well, I mean, I guess if you count my streaming as stand-up comedy, maybe. I mean, if I'm just streaming for a little while, maybe. If I've been streaming for 17 hours, I don't know if it's really comedy at that point. It's more like, I must kill this thing with my big sword and stay awake doing it. I still hear him hidden down there. It's just funny that you see him run up and you don't ever see him again. They just kind of disappear into the spikes. I wonder how many worlds have we played through? I mean, I probably had. Yeah, we've probably done 4 together. I've probably done 8 by myself. You've probably done 2 or 3 by yourself. So yeah, there's 15 or 20 worlds in this plane. I think it might rain.
I'm really disappointed in the zombie turnout.
Well, we saw quite a few. They just kind of disappeared. Poof.
Poof, gone.
Let's see if Zero made bank since he went all in. Everybody says.
Get something to drink right back.
Here in about 3 hours, we'll go down and survey the damage, which I think will be minimal. Hey, there we go. Oh, I'm not that much of a zombie at night, am I?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I've got to get this room set up for VR here soon. So I do want to play Star Trek, and with Elder Scrolls coming out, Skyrim coming out in VR, we'll probably play that. And there's some other announced VR games. What were the other announced VR games, Zero? Do you remember?
Doom. And I think Fallout 4 has been announced.
And Fallout what?
4.
Fallout?
Yeah,
They're doing Fallout in VR?
apparently.
Woo!
Don't quote me on that, though.
Let's see if they've announced it. Let's look it up.
They're doing
E3
Skyrim
announced
as well.
upcoming VR games. Looks like we still got a few zombies coming in.
I have no pants on. I'm here to buy guns.
You need this and you don't even know it. Alright. PlayStation VR games announced. Star Child, a sci-fi game set in a futuristic robotic world. Maybe. Bravo Team, a new first-person shooter, and Moss, a cute game that looked like Edward Little set in the fantasy world. Skyrim is coming for PSVR. The new Final Fantasy will be a VR game. I thought they'd announced more than that. Wait a minute. Sure, that's not it. Let's see what else. Let me see. What other? Any other big announcements at E3? Let's see here. The 6 biggest announcements of major E3 press conferences are over, and the reign of game announcements has abated. Among the dozen of the hype reels, hardware breakdowns, marketing buzzwords, and game announcements, a few things stood out. Number 1, Nintendo is making Metro games, like Metro, the old Metroid. Xbox will cost $500. We'll not be playing on that. Sony is remaking Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know what that is. It's widely held as one of the greatest video games of all time. Okay. BioWare Anthem announced their new action RPG Anthem at the EA press conference. Monster Hunting, a widely loved action RPG series called Monster Hunter. Something want to play for Monster Hunter, which got a nifty demo at Sony's events. The series has primarily been on handheld, despite having the elements of world exploration, loot grinding, co-op, monster hunting that would theoretically work well on consoles. The new game will bring some major change to the series formula. Read more about it here. Blah 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 blah. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Never played that first one. A sequel to Wolfenstein: The New Order. New Spider-Man game. I don't know. Some of that sounds interesting. VR is not too expensive. I love my VR. I think once I get it set up, I'll do another playthrough of Resident Evil again in VR. The only problem is that streaming on that's going to be a pain. I'll have to have several of you guys watching my chat and answering questions, because I can't read any comments while I'm in the headset. And generally, when I have the headset on, I go 2.5 hours at a stint. And it takes some setting up because I got long hair, and you don't have to get a cup with a straw, and it's just all kinds of little things. And if they're going to release a lot of good VR games, I don't have to go get contacts.
You know, that's what you could do instead of a PC stream to get me a VR.
It's do what now?
A stream to get me a VR instead of AC.
I still couldn't hear you. Say that one more time.
I'd rather have a VR than an AC.
You'd rather have a VR than a PC?
AC.
AC? No, I can understand that. They're still coming in and hitting my wall. These poor bastards. We'll go down here in about an hour and a half and see how much damage they did. See, I never played Shadow of the Colossus, Dave. I just never... I don't know. I've never even heard of it till I saw the E3 comments. And for it to be listed as one of the greatest games, and I've never heard of it, I mean, I don't know. I find that kind of shocking, honestly.
This is actually a really good game, from what I've heard.
I mean, yeah, if it's that good, I'll play it. But I mean, for it to go down on my list is...
Oh, Undertale's coming to PS4.
Undertale? Is it like DuckTales?
No, it's like an old school indie game. I think it's pixelated.
Well, you know, me and my Stardew Valley, baby.
It's very demented. fit you well.
Fits me well. I think the reason why I play so many 2D games is they're so in-depth, man. I mean, Prison Architect is an incredibly in-depth game. You know? I mean, for a 2D game, it's just incredibly in-depth. Stardew Valley is really in-depth, too.
Alright.
We're about an hour and a half to go down and see if there's any damage to the wall. I bet there's probably 30 zombies I've seen come in.
I think that difficulty thing or spawn rate only applies to when you make the world.
It could be.
I don't
Well, I mean,
see,
time speeds up.
Yeah, but I just don't see the spawn rate going up. That just seems like a lot.
I don't know that I want to start a world with max spawn. It'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what we'll do when we start the new world after the expansion drops. Max spawn. Max spawn, 30-day loot respawn times. Probably keep the airdrops. I don't know, the airdrops are very realistic. When we go for pure realism, then you make it so nothing respawns.
Oh, God. And when you die, you lose everything.
No, I will never do that in a video game if I can not do it. Because that just makes me rage. I mean, you know how angry I never get? Well, losing everything when I die just sends me into fits of, wanting to punch my screen. I mean, it's almost two things in video games that annoy me is losing everything on death and freaking them resetting me all the way back to a point far before where I was at. Like the freaking cauldrons in Horizon Dawn, which I didn't die in any of them after that first one. But that first one I died 2 or 3 times in. It made me go all the way back to the beginning. And that's some bullshit. Make me go all the way back to the beginning.
The only thing that's killed me on that game is falling off the fucking mountain. I've done that 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah. Saturday is Father's Day.
Yep.
My sister's texting me making plans. She's the good child.
She's a good child.
She is a good child. I'm not much one for holidays. I mean, I like Christmas. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. Granted, I don't do anything on Thanksgiving. I go and eat and nap. I mean, that's what I do on Thanksgiving. Maybe why is my favorite holiday.
On Thanksgiving, we get on Minecraft and we build something.
That's right.
Remember?
Yeah, we spent our 4 days. I think we both had 4 or 5 days off for Thanksgiving.
Building the big house.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now we got stuff to show for our vacation days, baby. We got about 50 minutes and we'll go explore the damage, which I don't think there'll be much. Even 30 zombies, I don't think it's going to do much of a dent.
Zero, you still on here?
No.
Okay. Being quiet. That is highly unlike Zero.
We ought to build this in the middle of Zero City. That's where the highest spawn rate's at. Build this in the middle of Zero City with high spawn rate turned on.
You know how hard that'll be? Woo, Jesus Christ.
Ooh, look at Ruler. She's going in big. 150 treats bet on one bank heist. I feel like we can head that way now. We may get a few, but it'll take a minute or 2 to get down there anyway. Let me turn this fire off. Let's go see if they actually damage them, shall we? Well, that's a weird view of Boozer. No, it sounds like they're still over there. Might want to walk around here slow. Hold up.
Would you like a piece of pie?
I may stay over here a little closer because we have a customer for daylight. It just looks cool from down here. And I'm pretty sure that Whirler's watched me build most of it. He's like, you're building again. You're always building.
Ooh, let's go from there.
See them spin? That's what I'm talking about. Once they make it through the wall, they have trouble digging dirt on an incline.
Come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
This guy actually digged into the dirt a little ways. No, he didn't. He didn't make it into the dirt.
Come on, baby.
So yeah, unless they fix this glitch, this is an impenetrable base. I don't care how many zombies we get.
Look it down.
And they're actually doing damage to themselves too right now. That's what's interesting. They will eventually die if they keep spinning against the walls.
Need to put a disco ball up above them.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they didn't even make it to the third tier. Didn't even make it close. Actually, I do think they made it through one level of dirt there. You're gonna punch him. Watch out, crawling towards him.
Come on, fat boy. Jesus, scared the fuck out of me.
And that's even less repair than what we do on a normal Horde night.
Yeah, that was nothing.
Yeah.
Alright, zombies, I need to try harder next time.
These are gore blocks right here. And they'll see that you can't loot gore blocks. So yeah, they'll be... That means in the morning, the gore blocks will last longer and you'll be able to loot them. So that means at the end of the 7, you'll get a lot more stuff. And that's it. That's the entire damage of a Horde night.
Maxed out.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So you like this design, Boozer?
Yeah.
And even just a 3-high wall around a starter base would stop almost every Horde Night for the first 14. And so instead of building a big monstrosity like this base over here, I think I'm just going to build, when we get the next world after the expansion, I think I'm just going to build a very small enclosure with this kind of wall around it. Which seems, just because you would think they'd get over the top of it, but I mean they don't. They can't. Rips their legs out. I mean, this Horde Night, we have spent probably 3 or 4 hours repairing on a normal build. This is nothing. This is 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. We'll repair here and there. Might have to add some dirt down here. It looks like behind here they might have taken out a dirt block. Maybe not. This looks like maybe a missing dirt block right here. Yeah, it is. So they made it through one dirt block. Basically, it's exploiting a glitch. And I don't consider that cheating. It's using the game mechanics to my advantage. So yeah, cool.
Okay, Rulers is banned from playing Bank Heist.
Why? Because he wins? You won 2 zeros.
Now 0. Play fair.
I'll let you open it, because I just closed it. Then I'll show you all. This is a lot of concrete here. I'll show you my mine that I use. Everything's internal inside my bases. So this is my down to my mining base right here. And this connects to my main shaft. And this is my main shaft right here. Down here is my main metal mine. So look, I can't remember if it's up there or down here. No, it's got to be down there. Yeah, let's go to it. Each of these lights show a node that I found for future metal mining. But sadly, we'll be leaving this map because expansion should be dropping Thursday or next Tuesday. New stuff, new map, new world, new zombies. Which Fun Pimps have managed to regain a little bit of my respect. This is my main metal mine right here. You can tell it goes. It's quite a significant mine, actually. If you ever build mines like this, don't do it under your main base because it counts structural integrity from bedrock up. So you can undermine your base digging like this. I don't know where the other side of this thing is. There should be a big massive opening in here somewhere. Oh well, I don't know. Actually, I think that one's mined out. Turn down here. No. Where's my main mine? Alright, whatever. This might be the last time I'm on this world while we're waiting for the expansion to drop. We're about done with Horizon Dawn. So I guess we're going back to Prison Simulator till this drops next week. Or we get another game comes out I don't know about. That sounds like worth playing.
My next one's probably gonna be that Elite Dangerous.
Yeah. I'll probably play that one too just to see it. He said it's pretty cheap too, it's like $20. You still in here, Boozer? Or did you leave?
I left.
Alright, we'll take one last look around here. At least we know kind of what we're building in the future. This on a new map. So, anyway, unless there's anything else y'all want to see, y'all probably shut this off and take a short break. Give some pepperoni and another pop and go to the bathroom, and then I'll probably come back. And I guess I'm playing Prison Sim tonight. We'll fire it up and work on that new prison that I was working on last night. So, got a lot of work to do on it. So, alright guys, we'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for stopping in. See you shortly.